dig out your Play-Doh tools and find that clay, because today we are channeling our inner child by creating some clay art, a one-of-a-kind and unique sea sculpture. Now, let's dive in. Welcome, SeaRoxxers. The base of our project today is an 8-inch wood round. We're using some DOS air dry clay, and apparently I am starting with some dirty hands. I went ahead and rolled this out, and here's what we've got. And I'm gonna lay this on the round in kind of a wavy pattern. So to be totally honest, vulnerable and transparent, this is a brand new for me. This is a first. I have never done anything like this before. So join me as we do this together. So what I'm trying to do once I get this situated and maneuvered in a design that I like, it's to blend the edges into the other and smooth out the cracks and the wrinkles until I get it to a point that I like it, and then trim the edges as well. Now that tool there is a nifty little tool that came with a whole set of clay tools that I found on Amazon. And boy, was that a lifesaver, because my nails kept poking holes in everything. And you can use homemade tools, and there's lots of videos that show you how to do that, how to make homemade tools with your clay or for your clay. But I went ahead and just got them off Amazon. It was just a lot easier. But if you've enjoyed what we've done so far, go ahead and splash that like button, click the bell so you get notified, and I promise you, you won't regret it. At this point in the game, it is time for this slurry of plaster Paris and water. So this was a total experiment, something that I came up with, and kind of like pouring liquid fondant on fondant. Anyway. It actually worked, and I was pretty proud of myself, pretty excited. It worked really, really well, and there is a story behind it, but I won't bore you with that. So anyway, I went ahead and made this slurry, poured it over the top. You have to work quickly because it's plaster Paris. And then once you get everything covered, if you want to do this step, you don't have to do it. Anyway, you just kind of pour it off and then wait for it to set overnight. Now, if you do try this, I will say it made a huge mess, more of like a mess at the base. So I would elevate my project next time when I do this. So it's now dry, and I had sanded it previous to this video, but I gave it a little more sanding because yes, I am OCD. And it is really hard for me to stop. That's one of the reasons I don't do the fabric art, because I just end up sanding all the way back down to this stupid fabric. Anyway, so get it sanded, get it to the way you want it, make sure you get it all clean, and then we're gonna prime it. I just use gesso to give it a good prime. That's my favorite to use. And I'm just getting the nooks and crannies, and then I'm gonna make sure and let that dry. I went ahead, previous to making the base, I made all these little shell pieces. I made them kind of rustic on purpose, and the sea stars. I also, as you can see, all the little pieces on the tray, which is very time consuming, but oh, a heck of a lot of fun. So now is the time to channel that inner child from kindergarten and preschool and all that Play-Doh making time. Now is the time to utilize those skills. So before I quiet my mouth and let you enjoy the rest of this video, I went ahead and attached the pieces to the base with some modeling paste. this point in the piece, I've got all my big pieces attached and placed where I wanted them. And now I'm going to go ahead and assemble all the little colonies of little, I don't know, animals and things that you find on the ocean floor or in a coral reef. If you're enjoying today's sculpture art, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and that way you won't ever miss one of these great videos. And I did sneak some sea glass into this piece. You'll see some more later, but there it is, nice and pretty. Now, some of you may be asking, what the heck is sea glass? Well, for those of you who don't know what sea glass is, it is a very cool thing to collect if you don't already. It is glass that can be found at the beach or a lake. Lake glass is usually called beach glass. Glass that's found at the ocean is called sea glass. You know, logically. But anyway. It is glass that has been tumbled in the ocean, whether it been an old soda bottle or, a piece of vase or something like that. Anyway, the glass is shattered, broken, tumbled. It gets this nice frosty look to it, and they come in a variety of colors. They have varying degrees of rarity depending on the color. And if you're interested, you ought to check it out, look it up. There's all sorts of sea glass festivals around just sea glass. And it was actually the reason or where my name of my business comes from. Instead of sea glass, it's SeaRoxx. If you would like me to do a video on making these little sea creature pieces, the little animals and plants and things, go ahead and drop it in the comments and I will get working on that. But I appreciate your feedback. Our piece is almost complete, albeit a very time-consuming piece of art. It is very satisfying and probably one of my favorites that I've created. But before I can put any final details on here, I need to seal these pieces with some gesso, and stay tuned for the reveal where there's some surprises. Well, if you're asking yourself, what more could she add to this? It's already perfect. Of course I had to add a little bit of sparkle. So I added some beautiful crystal glass beads to the piece, and I love it. It just adds something. It's me. I added some more sea glass as well, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's take it outside. Now the sun adds all those beautiful shadows that you don't get to see inside. Hey, thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Perhaps you were inspired or just entertained. I invite you to join the SeaRoxx family. Like, share, and subscribe with your salty friends. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. You can follow me on my other social media platforms as well as visit my website. Thanks for watching, and until next time, go beach or go home.